Hi, Walter. Good evening.
Good evening, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm sick too, digo, I'm sick yet, but I'm better.
That's good to know. That's good to know. I hope you can feel better then.
Thanks so much.
So, okay, don't worry. So, okay, we're going to start with today's classes. I just sent you, okay, a PDF, right? Where we find at least of 15 exercises. No, 20? No, we have more. 30? Oh my goodness. 30 exercises, right? Yes. And okay, I'm not going to ask you to do everything because it's too much, right? We have many exercises then. But what is the purpose of this? And we're going to try to see it. How about this? In the first part, right? If you can please download the document. Okay, I don't know if you are looking for it now.
It's charging.
Okay, that's cool. So, well, we have yesterday I mentioned, okay, that in some cases we have some, we are accustomed to make some mistakes, right? And this is because sometimes we confuse the time tenses because some of them are similar in some way. Okay, so I don't know, maybe if now you can see it.
Yes, I can see.
Okay, so as you can see, it has 15 pages, right? So
Yep.
I told you I'm not going to ask you to do everything, but let's take a view to the title, okay? In the first part, right, we have the simple present and present continuous, okay? So we have simple present and present continuous, but it is number 2. We have the simple past with past continuous, okay? This is not so confusing at all, right? Because simple past has only one SH. Past continuous has only one SH, okay? So there is no way to get confused. No hay manera de poder confundirse en cuanto a estas dos primeras partes, simple past y past continuous, porque cuando decimos continuous, nos enfocamos en el progreso en acción. Veo que dice past, hace referencia al pasado, una acción pasada que estuvo en progreso. Pasado, una acción que ya fue, no es más, right? No hay mucho, no hay como confundirse entre estos tiempos verbales. Then we have simple past continuous on number 2. Okay, we have simple past and present perfect. Okay, we've seen this the other day. Hemos visto esto el otro día y habíamos visto algunos ejercicios y cómo se puede tal vez diferenciar estos dos tiempos verbales. Esto sí es súper importante porque sí se suele confundir bastante, right? But we already seen this, so we're going to practice this one, okay? Okay, we're going to practice exercise number 5 until exercise number 6, okay? So, I don't know if you are, no, before today. Then we have, as you can scroll down, we have the present perfect with the present perfect continuous. Again, there is no way to get confused in this one. Why? Because we have a continuous. So it was a past action, could be, that was in progress at some time in the past, and that's all, okay? But just for the gaps, right? We're going to remember the present perfect continuous. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Once you can see it, please let me know.
I can see now.
Okay, so we're going to see a little bit of background, okay? So in this case, we have the present perfect continuous, right? We already know that we have something that being have, okay, has been, okay. So as you can see the title, okay, this only applies on the structure, okay. We have two words, right? Present, perfect, continuous. In the structure, we also have three parts, right? 1, 2, and 3. We're going to say 3 because it was supposed to be here, okay? So, what else? Oh, no, this is better explained. Number 1, number 2, and number 3, okay? So, number 1, number 2, and number 3. ¿Por qué se hace esto? Para que, como son tantos tiempos verbales, para evitar la confusión y tal vez agarrar un método para que se pueda, al momento de formar la estructura del tiempo verbal, se pueda conformar, se pueda ordenar y podamos tal vez acordarnos por el nombre. Entonces, si veo que dice presente perfecto continuo, me consta de que tiene 3 partes. Están compuestas del sujeto. Como es presente, tengo 2 opciones. Has and, I'm sorry, have and has, okay? The past, we only had 1 auxiliary verb, okay? So we have, in this case, we have 2 auxiliary verbs, have and has, or yes, it is okay. And we're going to use which in this case, if it's going to be in first person, right? Singular, I'm going to use have. Third person, plural, has, and that's all. Then we're going to use been, okay? I'm not going to modify the verb been, okay? It is just going to stay like that. No voy a modificar, no voy a mover, se va a quedar ahí. No tengo nada que hacer con este verbo, ¿ok? En cambio, tengo el auxiliar, que sí se puede modificar, se puede contraer, tiene varias maneras, ok, tengo 2, decido cuál utilizar, pero been es el único que no se puede modificar. No existe beans, no va al principio, no va al final, va justamente al medio, en segundo lugar, y no se va a tocar a este verbo. Then we have the verb in its participle, no, sorry, it is the main verb, okay, plus the ing, okay. Cuando tengamos algún tiempo continuo, y esto funciona con todos los tiempos continuos que vayamos a tener, pasado, presente, presente perfecto, pasado perfecto, cuando diga continuo, automáticamente sé que es la ing. Eso es todo. So that's the only thing that I have to do to add it to the big verb. For example, we have 3 ways to conjugate these verbs. You have been waiting, okay, you have been waiting here for 2 hours. Have you been waiting here for 2 hours? You haven't, or you have not been waiting for 2 hours. You have to notice that the negative goes in, or it is joined, okay, with the auxiliary verb. That will be everything about the structure. Okay, we're going to see now when do we have to use. Is there any question until this part?
No, it's okay.
That's great. So let's continue. I guess it's okay. All right. So could you please read the first part?
The present perfect continuous is used to show that something started in the past and was continued up until now or has some connection to now.
Ok, thank you. Ahora sí, esta parte es importante porque si decimos continuo, nos enfocamos en el progreso de una acción. El presente perfecto, un en pasado que tiene relevancia en el presente. Pero cuando yo digo presente perfecto continuo, me quiero enfocar, quiero darle prioridad a que dicha acción ha estado en progreso. ¿Ok? So the present perfect continuous is used to show that something that started in the past and has continued up until now or has any connection to now. Okay? It is similar, right? It is basically the same as the present perfect itself, But the only difference, okay, the only difference is the continuous form. What does it mean? That my focus, my attention goes to the action that was in progress, okay? Because the use of it is an action that started in the past, okay? And it was in continuous, and has continued up until now, could be, right? Or has some connection to now, and that's all. If I'm going to decide using the present perfect itself, so I'm going to focus on an action that is already in the past and has a connection with something now, okay, or has relevance now, okay? I have been in London. That was the example we've seen, right? So it has a connection with the present. But the action is started in the past. We have some examples, right? Could you please read them?
Okay. They have been talking for the last hour. She was been working at that company for 3 years. C, what have you been doing for the last 30 minutes? D, James has been teaching at the university since June.
Sorry, it was since June.
Okay. We have been waiting for over 2 hours. F, why has Nancy not been taking her medicine for the last 3 days?
Okay. All right. So the last 30 minutes for over 2 hours. Okay, it's not hours, it's hours. And what was the other word? Oh, in June. Yeah, well, that I already correct you, but it was June.
Okay.
So, okay, let's take a view of these examples. They have been talking for the last 2 hours. I know that the action is already in the past, okay, and it just finished, right? But my attention goes to the action itself, talking, okay? So the last hour, okay, since 8 p.m. maybe, right? So it was a continuous action, and it just stopped, okay? And now has relevance, or it is trying to connect to actions, okay? Sorry, it's trying to connect the action with now. She has been working at the company for 3 years, okay? And the question here is this person is still working at the company? What do you think?
Yes.
Okay, yes, that's all, right? That's all. What have you been doing for the last 30 minutes?
I was waiting for that class.
Okay, I have been, you can say, or...
Okay, I have been waiting for my...
Okay, that's cool, right? That's cool. So that's a question, right? Then notice that we have the for the last hour, for 3 years, for the last 30 minutes since June, for our 2 hours, for the last 3 days. Algo interesante que sucede con este tiempo verbal es que estamos un poco más específicos, sin embargo, también podemos hacerlo con el presente perfecto, pero mayormente con el continuo somos un poco más específicos que el otro tiempo verbal que no implica el continuo. Pero finalmente depende de qué es lo que se quiere expresar. Por lo general, cuando se habla del continuo, no nos interesa tanto cuándo empezaba la acción, ¿ok? Sin embargo, sí doy un tiempo aproximado por el cual ha pasado la acción, porque ya ha estado en progreso. Nuevamente, continuo, nos enfocamos únicamente en la acción, en el progreso de una acción. So, James has been teaching at the university since June. Now we are in August and he's still, right? He's still teaching, right? So, yes, estoy tratando de demostrar que el pasado conecta con el presente. So, James has been teaching at the university since June. Okay. In this case, I'm using since, and as we know, almost all the perfect time tenses, right, use since, and it is okay, right? As I mentioned before, it's up it's up to each person. What do you want to show? What do you want to demonstrate? The specific time or not, right? Or not, the approximately time of the action, okay? But it's okay. And yes, what have, oh yes, we already read that. We have been waiting here for over 2 hours, okay? Then you arrived, okay? So as you can see, there is a connection. In this case, we're talking about the action in progress. In this case, is waiting, okay? We have been waiting here for over 2 hours, okay? But thanks for no, it was, maybe you could say that you will be late. So as you can see, there is a connection, the past with the present and the attention, okay? The attention goes to the action that was in progress. So I've been waiting 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, and then an hour and a half, and then, okay, so my attention goes to that action. Why has Nancy not been taking her medicine for the last 3 days, for the last three days? So the action, we can say that in this case, we are using the negative, okay? And my focus is on the verb taken, okay? It has a relevance now, okay? Because Nancy now she's at the hospital because she hasn't been taking her medicine for the last 3 days. As a consequence, she's at the hospital right now, okay? So the point here, and the point of those exercises, of those examples, is that they are trying to show us that an action started and we're trying to connect it. Okay, so it was continue up until now, or has some connection to now. Is the case specifically to the letter F, okay? The connection to now, right, or the relevance for this action is that Nancy, now she's at the hospital because of as a consequence of it, of her acts. Okay, so something that all of these examples have in common is the action. Okay, those actions that we found, okay, were in progress, and those actions were continued up until now, or has a connection to now, has a relevance, in other words. Okay, but again, my attention goes to the ing verb. Do you get it?
Yes, I get it. It's similar to the present perfect. The unique relevant difference is.
Excuse me, I couldn't listen to you very well. Could you repeat?
Similar to the present perfect, but the difference is we have to focus in the action in here.
Yes. Yes, that will be. There is not too much, right? But the only thing that we have to keep in mind is that what do I want to show to others, right? Because finally we use the time tenses in order to have a great communication, and then, okay. So if I want you to focus on my action that was in progress, so I'm going to decide, okay, or it has a relevance, okay. And something that helped me, okay, to understand better the time tenses is the translation. Okay, in this case, it happened, okay, as the same way in Spanish, right? En este caso, en esto de los perfectos, en castellano se utiliza demasiado. Incluso cuando no debemos utilizar, se utiliza. Entonces, tenemos que ver si es que la acción efectivamente funciona como en castellano. Es decir, no digo, esperé por 2 horas. Ok, esperé por 2 horas. Digo, he estado esperando por 2 horas.
Mhm.
¿Ok? He estado, este been es estado. ¿Ok? El has, hemos y demás es el auxiliar. La noticia buena es que en inglés solo tenemos 2, have y has. En castellano tenemos hemos, has, y tenemos en otros tiempos verbales más. Entonces tenemos la buena suerte de que tenemos solo 2 auxiliares, singular y plural. Entonces, cuando tal vez no puedas entender o te confundas, te preguntas si está bien utilizado. Es fuimos o hemos estado yendo, por ejemplo.
Okay.
¿Ok? Entonces, fuimos a Australia el año pasado. Hemos estado yendo a Australia por temas de trabajo por los últimos 2 meses. ¿Ok? Entonces hay una gran diferencia en cuanto a contexto, en cuanto a entendimiento y demás. Entonces es notoria la diferencia entre utilizar el pasado simple y alguna acción perfecta. Pero no es más en la traducción, es ellos han estado, ¿ok? Hablando. Y no olvidemos que el ing en castellano es el ando, endo del verbo. Caminando, hablando, cocinando, mirando, ¿ok? Y demás. All right, so that will be everything about this point. Is there any question maybe?
No, it's okay.
All right, that's cool. And okay, so okay, this is what I explained you the other day, okay? And I told you that we're going to leave this lesson then, and this moment is right there. Could you please read these examples?
Okay. I'm so tired. I've been studying. I've been running, so I'm really hot. It's been raining. The pavement is wet. I've been reading your book. It's very good. I'm tired because I've been running. Why is the grass wet? Is it has been sorry. Has it been raining? You don't understand because you haven't been listening.
Okay, thank you. So as you can see, something that have in common these sentences is that all of these actions just stop it, okay? In some cases, right, let's take the first example. I'm so tired. I've been studying, okay? So I've been studying, okay? So as a result, okay, I'm so tired, okay? So an action which has just stopped, right? Though the whole action can be unfinished. En algunos casos, puede que la acción haya terminado o puede que no haya terminado. And as a result, which we can often see, hear, or feel in the present is focused on the action, okay? Again, the action is everything for me, okay? My attention goes to the action. I'm so tired. I've been studying, okay? So I started then 2 days ago, okay? So I just finished because my quiz is going to be in a few minutes, but I'm so tired as a result. Okay, I've been running, okay, since this morning because I was in a marathon. So I'm really hot, okay. So it's been raining, okay, the pavement is wet, so that could be the result, okay. So since this morning, it has been raining a lot, okay, but the raining, it just stopped, okay. Now it's I don't know, the sun is rising and then, okay, but as a result, the pavement is wet, okay? I've been reading your book, it's very good, okay? But I didn't finish, okay? En este caso, podríamos interpretar como que todavía no terminó de leer el libro, pero hasta donde he leído está bueno. I've been reading your book, it's very good, okay? I am not being specific, so for that reason we have, though the whole action can be unfinished. ¿Ok? Puede que la acción ya haya terminado, ¿ok? Puede que no haya terminado. En ambos casos se utiliza el presente perfecto continuo. So, yes, this is similar to the other one. You don't understand because you haven't been listening. You don't understand because you haven't been listening. In this case, we're using two tenses, okay? The simple present. You don't understand because you haven't been listening. So I was speaking, right? And I was explaining the lesson and my draws and my speaking, and then everything goes to the trash because you don't understand, okay? So as you can see, right, it's I started 30 minutes ago, right? I'm still doing it, but you don't understand, okay? So it has a consequence, could be, because you don't learn, maybe you're not learning, I mean. Okay, so for those cases, again, though the action can be unfinished one or not, okay? The action could finish or not, in other words, right? But again, we focus on the action. And notice that it has a connection, okay? It has a relevance. Algo que tienen en común estos ejemplos es que tienen una relevancia, ¿ok? ¿Cuál podría ser la relevancia? El resultado. I'm so tired. I'm really hot. The pavement is wet. It's very good. I'm tired, okay? The grass is wet, right? You don't understand, right? So as you can see, it has a relevance, okay? It has a consequence. It has a result, right? So for those cases, we're going to use this time tense. Is there any question maybe?
No, it's okay.
That's great to know. All right, so we have other usage. We're going to see to emphasize how long something has taken. Could you please read the two examples?
Okay. I've been trying to start my own business for ages. I've been waiting here for ages.
Okay, thank you. I've been trying to start my own business for ages, right? I've been waiting here for ages, right? Okay, we are trying to emphasize something, okay? How long something take us, okay? Para poder enfatizar, es uno de los otros usos, cuánto ha durado la acción, okay? So for that, we can use for, since, and some connectors that are going to help us to introduce our time worked for ages, for many years, right? For 3 years, and then we're going to continue with the second usage, is to indicate that an activity is temporary or incomplete. It is linked with this point. Oh, what happened with this one? Oh, I just skipped this part. Okay. In this case, we're going to, I don't know what should I do? Okay, we're going to finish with this one, and then we're going to come back, right? And okay, this is linked with the slide number 2, right? Where we've seen that could be for unfinished action though, right? To indicate an activity is temporary or incomplete, unfinished, we're going to use this sentence. Could you please could you please, I was reading this part, I guess. Could you please read these two examples?
Of course, I've been staying here while I try to boil a plant. I've been living here for a few months now.
Okay, so we have, I've been staying here while I try to buy a flat. I've been living here for a few months now, okay? So it is like I lived here for all my life, okay? So cuando vamos a querer mostrar alguna acción continua, pero que es temporalmente o que puede que no haya sido completada, utilizamos el presente perfecto. Then, again, to emphasize the repetition of an activity. This, I guess we've seen this example the other day, I'm not sure, but I almost sure, for sure. We are going to use the present perfect continuous to emphasize the repetition of an activity. Could you please read the two examples?
Of course. I've been dining every night. I've been reading and reading you.
Okay, thank you. I've been going jogging every night. Okay, so that's I can use, right? I can use a simple present, right? Podría utilizar el simple present porque para hablar acerca de hábitos que tenemos utilizamos el presente simple. Pero nuevamente, como me quiero enfocar en la acción, utilizo el presente perfecto continuo, ¿ok? Podría fácilmente cambiar por I do exercise, or I exercise every day, or I jogging every day, every night, okay? But it doesn't emphasize, right? It is more like an activity that I do day per day, right? So as I want to emphasize my activity, my action, I'm going to use the present perfect continuous. I've been ringing and ringing you, you didn't answer. Okay, so this is like an emphasize, right? So it is a repeated action, right? So for that reason, we're using the present perfect continuous. Is there any question until this part, maybe? Okay, thank you. And okay, we're going to come back to this point. We have the use of recently, okay, and lately. Okay, we omit letter E, we omit letter E again. Recently, okay. I'm not saying recently, lately. Okay, no, it goes directly and fast. Recently, lately. Okay, so we can use this, can be also used without a duration, such as for 2 weeks. Cuando no vamos a querer utilizar a veces for 2 weeks, I don't know, I mean, in order to demonstrate the period of the time, okay, well, it sounds redundant, the period where the action was in progress, or since what moment was the action in progress, and then I can use recently or lately, okay? Cuando a veces queremos no especificar, es decir, sin utilizar alguna palabra de tiempo, por ejemplo, for 2 weeks, for 3 weeks, for 1 year, for 2 months, and then since 2 months. And then we can use recently or lately, okay? It means without the duration, and the tense has a more general meaning, okay, of lately. We often use words lately or recently to emphasize this meaning. Recently, I've been feeling really tired, okay. No estoy dando específicamente el tiempo, estoy siendo un poco más general. Puede que no me acuerde, puede que no quiera decirlo, o cual sea, podría ser el motivo. Fuera el motivo, no quiero ser específica, no puedo y demás. Entonces, por eso utilizamos recently, que es un poco más general. La ubicación puede ser al principio o puede ser al final. No hay ningún problema. Recently, I've been feeling really tired. She has been watching too much television lately. Okay, lately, she has been watching too much television. Have you been exercising lately? En pregunta, sería conveniente aplicar el lately solamente al final, o recently también puede ser. No hay ningún problema. La diferencia en cuanto al significado es lo mismo, ¿ok? Recientemente, últimamente, ¿ok? Entonces no hay diferencia en cuanto a significado, sin embargo se puede ubicar al principio o al final. En pregunta es conveniente utilizar al final de la oración. Mary has been feeling a little depressed, okay? Oh, we don't have a lately, we're going to say, right? Mary has been feeling a little depressed lately. Lisa hasn't been practicing her English, right? Lately, we can also say, right? Why do we don't have these words at the end of these exercises? Well, we're going to suppose, right? We're going to suppose. What have you been doing lately, right? Recently. So as you can see, we can use these words recently and lately if we want to sound a little bit more general instead of being more specific at the moment to give the time where the action is started in them. Okay,
Okay.
do you have any question maybe?
No, I don't have questions.
Okay, great. We already seen this. Okay, we know that we're not going to use the non-action verbs, right? Depende del contexto, sabemos que tenemos los stative verbs o los non-action verbs y sabemos que cuando estos verbos implican movimiento, sí se puede utilizar. Cuando no implica movimiento, como saber, pensar, mirar, observar, ok, mayormente son senses los que queremos expresar, utilizamos solamente el presente perfecto, independientemente del uso. Okay, Sam has been having his car for 2 years, right? This is incorrect. I can just say Sam has had his car for 2 years. Why? Because when you say having, it doesn't imply an action in this case, right? But how about Sam has been having dinner, right? Dinner with her boyfriend, with her husband for the 2 years, for example, for 2 years, I mean. That would be correct. Why? Because it implies action, okay? Yes, that was the example I just said. Sam has had his car for 2 years. How long have you been knowing Sally? No. The verb knowing in this case doesn't work, right? En este caso, el verbo know, en cualquiera sea de sus formas, no implica ninguna acción, como el saber va a implicar acción imposible. Es un feeling, es un sense, ¿ok? Entonces, estaría incorrecto. En lugar de eso, elimino el continuo y lo pongo en su forma de presente perfecto. So, how long have you known Sally? Okay, now it is correct. Do you have any question until this part?
No, it's okay.
Is it okay?
Yes. Maybe
All right, that's
listen to you the example that you gave me about the when is correct use having.
when it implies an action.
Okay.
And not only with have, okay? Cuando en realidad el verbo implica acción, es decir, una cosa es que yo diga, for example, Sam has been having his car. Ok, en este caso el verbo have sería como el verbo get, ok, como conseguir, right? Algo así podría ser su traducción. Pero en realidad es de que no implica acción, no implica movimiento, mejor dicho. La palabra correcta es movimiento, no tanto acción. Pero ¿qué pasa si yo digo, I have been having dinner with the diplomat, okay? For since 2 years ago, right? So it means that I'm still having dinner with him. Okay, so
yes.
when you say having, okay, so it implies movement or not? What do you think?
Yes, it's okay.
Right, so you're going to think if the action implies movement or not. Okay, so in that case, and you're going to formulate it works. A veces no estamos muy seguros, entonces lo que hacemos es formular la pregunta y si no tiene sentido claramente, decidimos utilizar el tiempo en su forma en la que está, es decir, si está en presente perfecto continuo, utilizaré solamente el presente perfecto. Pasado perfecto continuo, solamente pasado perfecto. You only have to keep it in mind if it implies an action. Movement, I mean, I don't know what do I have with saying action. If the action implies movement, yes, you can do it. You can conjugate it with the ing form. Okay?
Okay.
Is there any question maybe?
No, I don't have questions.
Okay, I guess we have. Oh, we have some exercises. Okay, so we're going to work, right? As I sent you the PDF, right? We're going to work right there. So how can we do it? Okay, we're going to, let's see if exercise number. Okay, exercise number 9 in page number 4. Okay, can you see it?
Okay. 9. Sam is from Colorado, which is hundreds of miles from the coast.
I'm sorry?
This one?
Where it says verb tense tutorial exercise number 9, because we have 2 exercises number 9, but that one, sorry, we have 2 exercises about the present continuous and present perfect continuous, but it is in page number 4, exercise number 9. Do you get it?
Yes.
Eat,
Verb tense
right?
tutorial exercise 9.
Yes, yes, sir. That's the exercise that we're going to do. So I was thinking of working on Google Document, but as you've been with you've been suffering from problems for internet connection, so I don't think it was proper to use or to work in Google Docs, right? Anyways, I would prefer to work there because I can see what you are writing, but we can use our speech, right? So I don't know if you have the option to write in the docs, right? There is an option if you are from a computer, or even from cell phone, I guess, where you can write it. You select the option to open this document with Google Open with Docs, I guess it says, and then so rather working we're there. So I don't know what is comfortable for you. Or maybe you prefer just let me know the answer, right?
I think
Or writing to the chat. I don't know how is better for you.
I think it's better only tell you the answer.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Say the answer you said, right? Okay, so I'm going to give you 1 minute to complete exercise number 1. Right? Meanwhile, I'm going to bring you a glass of water, please. So let's take a view to this first exercise. We have eat, rain in parentheses. You have to conjugate it with the present continuous or present perfect continuous. All week, I hope it is sucks by Saturday because I want to go to the beach. So what do you think could be the correct answer?
Present perfect continuous.
How could it say?
Present perfect continuous. It has been raining all week. I hope it stops by Saturday because I want to go to the beach.
Great, great. It has been raining all week. Okay?
Yep.
How about number 2?
Here is Gary. Where is Gary? He for his German test on Wednesday.
Could you write the answer in the meeting chat, please?
Okay.
All right. Could you please give me a second? I'm going to bring my glass of water, right?
Of course, there's no problem.
Thank you. I'll be back in 1 minute. Give me a second.
Okay.
right, so I'm back. What was everything?
I'm trying to respond.
Okay, so could you complete number 2?
That
Which one is the present perfect continuous tense?
and the second one.
What is the answer for number 2?
Okay, the first one is he studied delivery. He has been studying.
No, I don't think so, because we have on Wednesday, right? But look at this. He
Okay.
has studied for his German test on Wednesday, okay? It has relevance now. In fact, he has been reviewing for the test every day for the last week. So, do you get it?
Again, please, I couldn't listen to you.
Yes, the first one is the present perfect. Oh, give me a second. Oh, no. It is, he is, no. I got confused. It says present continuous. Yes. I thought we have to use the present perfect continuous. No. Give me a second. We're going to solve this. Where is Gary?
It's present continuous.
Yes, in this, yes, could be, right? In fact, he
Studying a delivery for his German test on the weekend. But he for the test he has been reviewing for the test every day for the last week.
Okay, yes, could be. I didn't listen to you the first part. Could you repeat it, please?
Okay. He is studying a delivery for
Oh, yes.
German test on Wednesday.
In fact,
he has been reviewing for the test every day for the last week.
Okay, great. That is good. That is good, right? Now it's okay. How about number 3?
You look really great. You exercise. Has you been exercising at the fitness center?
Yes. Have you been exercising? Have you been exercising at the fitness center? Okay, yes, could be, right? That sounds great.
Okay.
It is very good.
Frank,
So we have a question.
Sorry?
So Frank, oh, sorry?
The fourth one?
Yes, please.
Okay. Frank, where have you been? We has waiting for you.
We have? We has or we have?
We have, sorry, we have.
Okay.
We have waiting for you since 1 p.m.
Okay. It can also, we can, yes, could be, right? In this case, we only have the option to use the present perfect continuous because the question is in the present perfect, right?
Yep.
So, yes. Sorry for the interruption. We're going to stop until this part, please. So please take a view to these exercises because I need to know, as I mentioned before, we don't have much time, right? In order to see or to review all the sentences, I guess we could need 2 weeks, right? For me, right? Okay. But it could be an intensive one because we have much. It's not only speaking, the teacher needs to speak every day, right? the students, they also need to practice, right? So yes, it's too much. But we try to do what it was in our hands, right? So for that reason, I told you that maybe it would be better if you take a look to these exercises, right? In order to see what could be the mistake that you have. Okay, so yes, now why am I stopping until this part? Because I want to know what was the problem in A14 with the teacher. You were with other teacher, right? And you failed A14, right?
Yes, 14, you were my teacher.
In A14?
Yes, it was the last one.
Okay, so in the last course, right, did okay, give me a second. I need to see your grades. Oh no, but I guess in this, okay. So for this, because I have another course right now, right?
Okay.
But okay, so we're going to do this. For these 4 hours that we have, it's perfect, right? Because we're going to finish, right? We're going to finish with all the explanation of writing an essay, okay? And yes, for that way, I'm going to, what would you think could be maybe the problem that you think? I mean, I know that it was not enough, right? Because the lesson we've seen, it was very short, right? La lección que habíamos visto en realidad, es decir, todo lo que implica el A13 y el A14 es únicamente acerca de puntuación, normas gramaticales al momento de escribir un ensayo y demás. Entonces, este tema es un tema amplio, ¿ok? Por lo general se lleva, porque yo doy clases en la universidad también, se lleva alrededor de 6 meses aproximadamente. Entonces, es una lección demasiado amplia. Sin embargo, como tenemos 4 horas, vamos a hacer, te voy a enviar un documento en Google, ¿ok? Ya habíamos hecho un plan de lo que es escribir un párrafo, ¿ok? Entonces vamos a trabajar sobre eso. Es decir, I'm going to show you, give me a second, please, if you wait for a second. Where is it? Okay, so I'm going to show you one of my other students' practice, okay? And this is what we made with you, right? Can you see it?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, great. So in this case, right, we have different kind of paragraphs, right? Illustration paragraph, example paragraph, a fact paragraph. I have one student, they made 2 students, right? They were together and they made about COVID-19, right? So they choose the topic sentence, the main idea, okay? The controlling phrase word and infectious disease. We have supporting ideas, okay? So we're going to work in this week for that, and I'm going to qualify what we're going to work these 4 hours, right? I'm going to see if it could be, maybe if we can take a quiz, but I don't think so, right? Because it's more practice. I don't think that everything could be done by a quiz, right? The definition of a quiz. No pienso que todo puede ser tomado en cuenta en un solo examen cuando se ha estado practicando clase por clase. Entonces, la nota final va a ser la práctica que vamos a tener, right?
Okay.
En cuanto a la práctica de las 4 horas de esta semana, I'm going to send you by tomorrow morning, right? And I'm going to give you the due date until this week, right? And it's not too much. You're not going to find much exercises, right? Because it's so too much grammar, I mean. So instead of it, I'm going to give you, but it is going to be about the PDF I sent you. So don't worry, everything is there, right?
Okay.
And for the last 4 hours that we have rest, yes, I'm not going to take any quiz, right? I'm just going to qualify the what we're going to do day per day. At least I'm going to give you homework day, so that's sure, right? So for example, by tomorrow you're going to give me the plan of your topic that you decide. So from then I'm going to qualify it, but no quizzes. Okay.
Okay.
All right, that's cool. So is there any question, Walter?
No, it's okay. So tomorrow we're gonna take or another class for the last 4 hours. It's okay.
Yes, tomorrow we already finished with the A7, right?
Yes.
We already finished with it. I'm going to send you, sorry, until by tomorrow morning, right? The quiz. No, well, it's not a quiz, it's a practice, I mean, right? So from that, I'm going to take your score and I'm going to let you know. So then we're going to continue with the 4 hours that we have from 8:14, right? And yes, that will be, we're going to have the practice day per day. So we're going to see the 30 minutes, the first 30 minutes of the class, I'm going to give a little bit of explanation, and the other 30 minutes, I'm going to give you the practice, and we're going to work together in class. Because, well, I usually take an hour to explain, but as we don't have an hour and a half minutes, so it would be it is a little bit complicated, so we try to do what is in our place, right? So yes, that will be okay. Is there any question maybe?
No, I don't have a question.
Okay, that's cool. So that will be everything for today. So please, for your practice until tomorrow morning, and I'm going to launch the poll. I'm going to launch 2 polls, right? This is the daily poll. So as soon as you finish, please let me know.
Okay.
Okay, give me a second, please. All right. And it is, I already sent you the E1. Once it's done, please let me know.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you, Walter. Have a great night, and I hope you can feel better for tomorrow, right?
Thanks so much. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.